Who's the young guy on the Celtics that's not respecting his leadership ability right now? Who he's aiming that at right now? Who's the passive-aggressive target?
Probably the guy who wants his job, Terry Rozier. Maybe Jaylen Brown.
Because that's the first thing I thought of is like, why bring this up to such a degree?
Right.
After the big win against the Raptors, too, which kind of ended a sleepwalking stretch for them.
Yeah, they had lost 3 in a row.
So who's, as the Celtics fan, those of you think are his targets of the passive aggressive? It's not Tatum, right? It's not Tatum?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. Tatum doesn't strike me as a guy who speaks. Like Terry Rozier has talked about wanting to be the man, wanting the ball more, wanting more minutes.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown has kind of been sleepwalking through this whole season.
Okay. That's number one. The number two, as if this doesn't set off enough alarm bells. Apparently, LeBron got the phone call while he's out here in Los Angeles having dinner with Kevin Love. Okay?
Yeah, The Athletic reported
Come
that.
on. And interestingly enough, the waiter at the table was David Blatt. Very strange that he's waiting tables now.
Why did David Blatt have to take a shrapnel right there?
I don't know, because it was easy.
All right.
Found it funny. So...
It wasn't David Blatt's fault.
So is he saying, that whole thing with the knee injury that I told the Cavs that I had, and I was going to have surgery if they didn't get me out of here. All of that, I'm sorry for that. Is that really what he's basically saying? That he didn't understand what LeBron was trying to do, that in the same season in which we had a huge conversation based off an article that nobody wants to play with LeBron because he has to be the man and nobody's going to want to be the Robin to that Batman and help him win another to help LeBron's legacy, that in that same breath we now hear that the way LeBron actually runs his ship is something that should be emulated, respected, and also in the case of Kyrie with the Celtics, repeated, run back, used for a modicum of success in this warrior-driven world. Am I to understand? How do I put all these pieces together in the NBA where he's so toxic, it's such a toxic, terrible spot to be that nobody's going to want to be in it, and Magic and Pelinka and everybody here in LA is going to be a rock and a sign and trade hard place coming up next summer, and then at the same time, you got a guy who escaped it, leaving him without a Robin to come to Los Angeles to find his Robin, saying, I'm Batman now, and as Robin, I should have been more respectful of Batman. Did I get all that right? How do I put it all together? Anybody? Bueller?
I have no
Help me out
idea,
here.
to be honest.
And by the way, for you in Boston, where you love talking about LeBron and how much he talks and talks and talks, Kyrie's got a touch of the LeBron in him.
I texted this to you last night. I love Kyrie. I'm so glad he's on the Celtics. You can see what he is capable of. Think about when the Cavs beat the Warriors. Who hit the game-winning shot? Wasn't LeBron?
It was him.
It was Kyrie Irving.
This has nothing to do
It was
with
Kyrie
his
Irving.
Clear, God-given talent, ability, brain. He's a smart guy. Maybe he thinks too much.
But here's the thing, bro. Just stop talking.
Just
Just stop talking and play basketball. No more BS. Let's focus on W's. This team is so underachieving this year. They've lost 16 games. I didn't think they would lose 16 games all season. No one did.
But Kyrie's still
So let's get it together.
Right. Well, he's still learning himself, though. It's not like he's some sort of elder statesman. He's 26 years old.
No, he's only a couple of years older than all these other guys that he's trying to be a father figure for.
The Sherpa.
Just play basketball, man. Let Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge worry about all that other stuff.
Well, he's going to play basketball in April and potentially deep into May. I think we can agree on that. When rubber meets road and the rigors of a regular season, when we're left to have conversations that appear to matter not.
Yeah, again, we're only halfway through the season.
How monumental was that Rick Bucher article about nobody wants to play with LeBron. And now Kyrie's basically saying the reason why nobody wanted to play with LeBron is because everybody looked at Kyrie. He was the photograph in the dictionary of LeBron teammate that got hounded out of Cleveland.
Superstar teammate that doesn't want to play with LeBron for some reason. That was the
narrative. He's the photograph of that definition. Now saying, you know what? I was wrong. I respect it. I'm sorry. It's kind of crazy that's the same NBA world that we're living in. So what is it?
I think he's saying sorry for rejecting being taught, like rejecting the mentorship that LeBron was trying to kind of throw down.
The tough love.
I think so. And also, he was telling his younger teammates, like, hey, you need to step up.
I'm telling you, man, that was a very passive-aggressive soliloquy right there, brother. That's why I asked you, who is it? Who's he pointing that finger at?
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.